your eyes. Close your eyes.
Hey guys, welcome to the Holy Pally guide. In this guide I'm going to be explaining talents, glyphs, and the general healings for Holy Pallys. Starting off, I'm going to start off with the talents. With his talents, I'm not going to explain them all, but at the end of the video in general healing I'm going to be explaining the main ones that are proc and whatnot. So we go 31 into Holy, 3 into Protection, and 7 into Retribution. Okay, so copy that spec, guys. This is the basic woodcutter and the most used spec. Some people might swap and change, but that's up to you, and it's personal preference. Okay. So into glyphs. Okay, prime glyphs. Pretty basic. Glyph of Word of Glory, which increases the Word of Glory spell by 10%. Increases. So you got Glyph of Holy Shot, which increases the critical chance of it by 5%. Your Glyph of Seal of Insight, whilst your Seal of Insight is up, all your healing is increased by 5%. Okay. Glyph of Lay of Hands, this is my personal preference that I use for RBGs, which reduces the cooldown of your Lay of Hands by 3 minutes. Your Glyph of Turn Evil, which makes it instant cast, and then your Glyph of Cleansing, which reduces the amount of cost of it by 20%. So those are pretty much the basic ones. You can change around your minors, but I prefer to have Glyph of Lay of Hands for RPGs. Okay, so that's that. Okay, now I'm going to be explaining general healing. Okay, so the general rule of thumb for healing is using your Holy Shock. Okay, too much charge for your Word of Glory. Okay, so that proc Infusion of Light, which reduces the casting speed of your healing spells by 1.5 seconds. Use that Flash of Light and comes to instant cast heal. Okay, so let's go ahead and proc Daybreak. So each of your spells, healing spells, have a 20% chance to proc Daybreak. And Daybreak doesn't trigger a cooldown effect on your Holy Shock, which is used so you can get instant 2 charges of your Holy Power. Okay, 20%, there we go. Okay, so your Holy Shock now will not trigger a cooldown. So I see my Holy Power. 1, 2. Okay, and also proc Infusion of Light again. Bam. Word of Glory. Okay, so let's go ahead and charge my Word of Glory up. Okay, so it's at full charge, instant cast heal, 2300. Okay, so those are the basic spell procs for a Holy Pally. Alright guys, so for gems and enchantments, you can just look me up on the WoW Armory. Just put in for charity, and I'll be on Tichondra's server. But for now, I'll start off with my headpiece. So I've gone with the Ember Shadow Spirit Diamond for my meta, and then I've gemmed in a red socket with Brilliant Inferno Ruby, which increases my intellect by 40. And for the enchantment, I've gone for an Arcanum or Vicious Intellect, which increases my intellect by 60 and my resilience by 35. So for my shoulders, I've gone with the Greater Inscription of Vicious Intellect, which increases my intellect by 50 and resilience by 25. I've then socketed that with a Potent Amber Topaz, which increases my intellect by 20 and crit by 20. For my cloak, I've gone for the Greater Intellect, which increases it by 50%. For my chest piece, I've gone for Mighty Resilience, which increases it by 40 resil. I've then socketed it with a Brilliant Inferno Ruby and a Potent Amber Topaz. For your braces, I've gone with the Mighty Intellect, which increases the intellect by 50. For my main hand, I've gone Power Torrent. For my shield, I've gone with 40 intellect. Got the top. Okay, so for haste, I've gone with 50. Haste 50. I've then softened it with a blue gem, Purified Demon's Eye, which is 20 intellect and 20 spirit. And for my waist, I've gone with Brilliant Inferno Ruby, which is socketed with an Eternal Belt Buckle, and then I've done it with a Purified Demon's Eye. For my leg piece, I've gone with a powerful Ghostly Spell Thread, which increases the intellect by 95 and spirit by 55. And I've then socketed it with a Brilliant Inferno Ruby and Purified Demon's Eye. For my boots, I've enchanted it with Earthen Vitality, which increases my movement speed slightly and stamina by 30, and then gemmed it with Potent Amber Topaz. If you're an enchanter, etc., enchant your rings, braces, etc. That's pretty much it for this guide, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe and like this video. Cheers.